Keith Lee was not happy. He wasn't happy. Taraji P. Henson, I guess, made a mistake, called someone else Keith Lee. She was doing her little, improv with the microphone. By the way, Taraji, you did a wonderful job. You look good as hell. We love Taraji. And she made a little mistake, but it was comedy. Keith, come on now. You should have been like, hey, you know what? That's all right. Sometimes black people do look alike. But Keith got upset. They gave him a rose, and he recorded himself throwing the rose down because he felt disrespected. He threw the rose on the ground. Man, Keith, come on. And you know Keith is going to make a new video going, the other day I was at the BET Awards. And I was having a good time. I could not wait. Then Taraji P. Henson, she called someone else Keith Lee. I was upset. So I said, you know what? Let me just hold it back. I'm not going to say nothing. Then she gave me a rose. I didn't like that rose. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 10. I didn't appreciate it.
So the internet is having a field day with this one. So many people are online talking about the whole incident between Taraji P. Henson and Keith Lee at the BET Awards, where Taraji walked up to another content creator, another TikTok content creator, and mistaken him for Keith Lee. This woman didn't know who it was that she was supposed to be talking to. And how is that? How is it that she didn't know who she was supposed to be talking to? Anyway, Keith Lee responded. Then Taraji responded. We're going to look at both of those responses, and then we're going to make the decision, because I'm curious to see who you all agree with. Or y'all are on the side of Keith Lee, or are y'all on the side of Taraji? We got to look at the facts first, so here it is.
Last night was the BET Awards, and right now, it's something on my mind. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying, I am not upset at Taraji P. Henson by any stretch of the imagination. And not only that, in my opinion, she smoked it last night. I don't think for one second Taraji had any ill will or any ill intentions behind the situation. The situation happened the way it did. It is what it is. I made a video last night where I had the rose that was given to me in my hand and I let it fall on the floor. The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P. Henson. The reason I dropped it on the floor is that I wholeheartedly believe that wasn't my rose. That wasn't my rose. That wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine. And I always say, I don't want nothing that ain't mine. I want what was meant for me, nothing less, nothing more. The entire segment on the production side felt extremely rushed. Not only did it feel rushed, it did not feel intentional. It did not feel purposeful. I'm forever thankful for every room that I'm in. I was more than thankful and more than grateful to just sit there and enjoy the show. Me and my wife, we looked amazing. We felt amazing. We was enjoying the show. I've always spoke about my social anxiety. And for me, just to get out and be in that moment was more than enough for me. So to take me and my wife out of our seats, put us in different seats, give Taraji no direction to who we are or what we do, felt extremely unprepared and unprofessional to me. I'm personally a fan of Taraji.
All right, you heard that? He's saying that they were removed out of their seats and put in different seats. They didn't let it be known to Taraji that they did that. He's putting the fault and the blame where it needs to be. This wasn't Taraji's fault. But the way she responded to this, she could have did better. And we're going to get to that.
Professional to me. I'm personally a fan of Taraji. I've been for years and I always will be. I love to see her get the recognition that she deserved in that moment and had a platform and a stage that she's always deserved. For this situation to take away from her moment and our moment was unfair to both of us. And another example of this is a picture of my wife has been going around, and it was a small part caught from an entire moment to make it seem like she had an attitude with Taraji. My wife and myself understand the flirting that Taraji was doing was fully improv and fully joke. It was a hard situation for all of us to be in. We fully understand she made it up on the fly. I was there to just enjoy the show. I was invited. No situations in life in general. I never longed for the spotlight. If I wanted the spotlight, I would have accepted a quarter of the opportunities that's been presented to us. But none of those opportunities were for me or my family. If you understand that, you understand it. If you don't, I'm okay with that. I'm always going to be myself. I've always been myself. Nothing about this journey, about this ride, about where we at or where we going to be is going to change me. Never have and never will. Never once was I upset that Taraji didn't know who I was. Everything that's for me will be for me. Everything that's for my family will be for my family. Everything that's for you will be for you. When it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, with no confusion. I said that last night, and that was still misconstrued, and I stand on it 1,000%. Whatever room I'm supposed to be in, whoever's supposed to know me, whenever they're supposed to know me, it will happen, how it's supposed to happen. Last night, while I appreciate the opportunity, it wasn't my moment, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. And for every single person that's been on this journey with me and that's still on this journey with me, I'm forever grateful. I appreciate y'all. I can't say it enough. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. We all humans. We all make mistakes. It is what it is. I just wish they would have set both of us up for most success in that situation. That's it. God bless you.
To my understanding, Taraji saw the video that we just got finished watching and left this response here, but it could be that she's responding to the incident of him dropping that rose and recording it and putting a little text on the screen that he felt was suitable for that situation. Now, she says, life is really too short for this behavior. What behavior are you talking about? Are you talking about him dropping that rose and feeling like that rose wasn't for him because he wasn't in the seat that he was initially supposed to be in? She continues, he wasn't in his seat. They give celebrities assigned seats, and she left the little shrugging. Now, we know he wasn't in his seat. It seems like you're shrugging it off as if he moved out of his seat at his own accord. No, they moved him. They moved him. And they should have told you that they moved him. She continues, I rehearsed all day to go hit my mark, and that young man wasn't in his seat, so he missed his moment. But you saying that, shrugging it off as if he did that, as if he decided that he wanted to switch seats with somebody. Continues, he will be fine. I cleaned it up at the end of the show. No lost love here. Then she left a little shrugging emoji again, like, oh well. I could be wrong, but I felt like Taraji could have responded differently to this situation. Taraji, put yourself in this man's shoes. If you was at this award show and somebody was supposed to come to you and give you your flowers, but they came to the wrong person, you would have felt some type of way too, for the same reasons that he did. He was moved. He didn't feel like they did a good enough job of coordinating that information with you, the host of the show. Like, you would have felt some type of way too. But this response wasn't the most professional. You could have done better, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. Who do y'all agree with? Are y'all on the side of Keith Lee, or are y'all on Taraji's side? If y'all gonna choose a side, comment down below, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. See you.